What is aquaponics? Aquaponics is one of a number of soilless growing techniques. It uses the waste product of fish to produce the fertilizer needed to grow plants. It combines the aquaculture method of nutrient production and fish farming with the water recirculation technique of hydroponics. This means that we can use our aquaponic growing area continuously without depleting the environment. Traditional heavy agricultural methods strip the ground of its fertility, and so nutrients must be replaced using chemical fertilizers. This is not good for the environment, and chemical fertilizers are not good for our waterways and wildlife. Aquaponics by its nature is totally organic. It is not necessary to use any chemical fertilizers to be effective growing produce in an aquaponics system. This makes this method of food production super environmentally friendly. Not only that, but I personally believe that organically grown produce tastes better too. By using organic methods to control our aquaponics environment, we don't need to buy food to feed our fish. Fish can be fed by breeding various aquatic creatures, as well as by using aquatic plant proteins. It is not necessary to feed fish with a pre-made fish meal product, which means absolutely everything about food production is organic, including the fish themselves. Many different types of aquatic creatures can be used to grow plants, not just fish. In fact, a healthy aquaponics system will use numerous aquatic animals to create a balanced environment. Certain creatures can be used to control pests and nuisance critters in a system. Fish farming and fresh produce production go hand in hand. The nature of a recirculating system makes it easy to create the perfect environment to breed and farm fish and other aquatic animals successfully in a controlled and totally organic way. The natural byproduct of aquaponics can be used to create symbiotic and beneficial practices to help sustain and improve aquaponic-based food production. Cutting waste and plant material can be used in worm farms to help produce fertile compost. Duckweed can be grown in a system to help block light entering a grow area, preventing the growth of algae, shading roots, and also producing another source of food for fish. On occasion, it's necessary to purge water from a recirculating system. This water is liquid fertilizer for any plants growing outside of our system. Regardless of the environment, it's possible to start a healthy garden around your aquaponics just by using the waste products of this process. Aquaponics is good for the environment in a number of ways. Aquaponic systems recirculate the water that the plants grow in. That means that it uses a fraction of the amount of water that it would ordinarily take to grow crops. The only loss of water occurs through what the plants actually use and through evaporation. Water isn't lost into the ground, it just recirculates around the system. Aquaponics can be used to create a controlled environment. This means that we can grow different types of crops both in and out of season. Aquaponics can be used to grow plants in environments where traditional farming methods just wouldn't be successful. Everything required to grow a crop exists within the system. To a degree, the water can be used to control the immediate climate and temperature. This means you can use aquaponics to grow food in places where it would be otherwise impossible. Because we don't need soil in aquaponic systems, it reduces the number of pests and diseases that can impact the growth of our crops. As a result, we don't have to spray the ground with toxic pesticides, which is so much better for our planet. Another benefit of using aquaponics is that a comparatively large amount of produce can be grown in a small and compact area. It is possible to grow on multiple levels rather than only horizontally at ground level. Not only this, but the amount of hard labour and costs required to sow, maintain and harvest crops is significantly minimised. The need for agricultural machinery is vastly reduced, which is another positive impact on the environment. Put in simple terms, it's a whole lot easier to work an aquaponics system. When set up correctly, aquaponics uses very little power and can work efficiently as an off-grid solution. Solar power is all that is needed to run an aquaponic system in a temperate climate. Aquaponics systems can be created in such a way that they are self-sustaining, and very few further costs are incurred after the initial installation. This lends itself well to small business and microfinance projects, as costs are minimal after an initial setup period. So, have I sold the concept of aquaponics to you? Aquaponics isn't the sole solution to the world's food production issues, but it can be used in so many different ways and in different environments where food couldn't ordinarily be grown. Aquaponics is organic and super green and can be used to grow food in a sustainable and eco-friendly way. Aquaponics can utilise green energy to be self-sustaining. Aquaponics conserves water and preserves the natural environment. It can even be used to improve natural resources around you. Do you want to know more? We want to use our social media platform to help educate people in sustainable living methods. The fact is that you can create sustainable food resources from almost nothing. Everyday items can be recycled and utilised to grow food. We are going to use our Aquaponics R&D facility to teach you how to do it. To find out more, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and on the demoaquaponics website. Over the next few videos, we will be showing you how to make an aquaponics kit, so you can start learning alongside us from your own home.